Hey YouTube, Christo here. Wanted to do another spotlight video. It's been a while since I've done one and I really like doing them. What I'm going to do, if you haven't seen my other videos with the spotlights, I take a designer house and I give a little bit of background, not just on the perfume but on the house itself, and then I look at what I have in my collection, what I'm missing from my collection, and you know, say what I like, what I don't really like, and things that maybe I would recommend that kind of get overlooked a bit. So as you can see, I'm doing the Dior house, and if you've watched many of my videos, you know Dior is my favorite designer house. So I'm a bit partial to these guys. Anyways, a bit of history. Dior fashion house started in 1946, post-World War II, by Christian Dior in the north of France, and they made high-end designer fashion, and they still do, clothes, accessories, perfumes, and cosmetics and skincare. Famously, Yves Saint Laurent, who became, you know, another incredibly famous high-end designer, rose to stardom in the Dior house. He was actually chosen by Christian Dior himself to surpass him as head designer when he was only 21 years old, back in 1957. And obviously you know where that happened. Yves Saint Laurent's, you know, a very reputable brand. Recently, a bit of controversy. I believe just a year ago, the latest head designer, John Galliano, got in a bit of trouble. He was pissed up at a bar in Paris and made some very rude anti-Semitic remarks to patrons at the bar, and as well he also got in a fight at an art gallery the same night. I don't know what actually came of that, but you know, he's a celebrity in Europe and, you know, probably not a heck of a lot. So anyways, now Dior is a celebrity brand. Celebrities love Dior. They've worn Dior since Dior basically started making high-end clothing. Dior has actually made clothing that was worn by celebrities in famous Hollywood movies in the 40s and 50s and whatnot. And today, when you watch celebrity red carpet shows, you know, a lot of them are wearing Dior. It's very high-end, very high quality, very expensive. I own nothing by Dior other than perfume. The most iconic scents, for men and women, Eau de Sauvage, very classic, arguably their most famous of all time. It's an earlier bottle, it's from the 60s. J'adore Dior, that's for women. Poison as well. For men, also Fahrenheit, arguably their most famous ever, and Dior Homme, which is a little more recent offering. Now, like I said, Dior is a very high-end designer label, so prices are considerably higher. If you're looking on the internet, if you're shopping online, you can get smaller bottles for maybe $40 or so. If you're buying in department stores, duty-free, you know, expect to pay $100 plus, especially for the newer bottles. Very expensive stuff, but it's worth it. Latest offering for men. Now when I say the latest offering, I mean the newest original release. That is Dior Homme, and that was released in 2005. But also their most recent flanker is Dior's Aqua Fahrenheit. That's just from 2011. It's only been on the market for a couple of months. Now, my collection. I'm going to go through my collection, tell you guys what I have, when it was made. You have to forgive me, I'm trying to bring all these dates off the top of my head, so forgive me if some of them are wrong. Now I'm going to go retroactively as well. So Dior Fahrenheit, this is the earliest scent that I own. This is 1988. Arguably one of the most important modern men's scents ever made. The first flanker of that is Dior Fahrenheit 32, and this, well, the first flanker that I own, and this is from 2007, so this is, you know, considerably later than the original Fahrenheit, and I do have the Aqua version, which is just from 2011, as I mentioned. Next, I have 1997's Dior Dune Pour Homme. Then I also have Dior Higher, and that's from 2001. And I also have a identical replica of it, but in a smaller black bottle. This is from 2002. Strangely, they did a 1-year anniversary bottle. Unfortunately, this is exactly the same juice as this. I got really excited when I saw this for sale and thought it was a black version, but it's just a black packaging. And I actually bought another bottle of it, so I got this for $30. And the newest Dior Homme, this is from 2005, and one of the flankers I have is Dior Homme Sport, and this is from 2008. Now, I'm missing a lot of Dior for men bottles. I actually am missing more than I own, but the reason is because there are about 10 flankers of this that I do not own and have never even seen for sale. There's a few summer versions. There's a Fahrenheit 0, there's a Fahrenheit Absolute, and I know there's others that just don't even come to mind right now. Some of them are pretty obscure, you can't even find them on eBay. There is also Dior Higher Energy, which I cannot find. I've tried it and I like it, but I can't find it here. And of course, I'm sure a lot of you know of the Dior Homme Intense, the most recent EDP that they released. And also they have done re-releases of Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense as well, and most likely will be inferior. So I'm glad I've got my Dior Homme. Anyways, my favorite, well, I just mentioned it. This is my favorite, Dior Homme. I love this. It made my list for my favorite cacao note, and cacao is one of my favorite notes, so that says how much I like this. I do really want the Dior Homme Intense version. I passed it up at duty free and I got the Aqua Fahrenheit. And you know, I'm glad I got the Aqua Fahrenheit, but damn, I wish I would have got the EDP Intense version. I'm kind of kicking myself for that. Least favorite, I can't even say. From the ones in my collection that I've tried, I can't pick one because I can't put one at the bottom. They're all so unique and so different and so wearable and so innovative in my eyes. I can't actually put one in my least favorite. And even the ones that I have tried that I don't own, I can't even put them in my least favorite position. So I'm gonna have to leave that blank. That just tells you how much I love Dior. Something I recommend, I'm gonna recommend this because I think this is really off the radar. Dior Dune. It's really nice. This made my top 10 summer scents, and it's very sophisticated and classy for a summer perfume. It smells like sand and water, hence the name. I love this a lot. I think this is really good, very underrated, I think. Now, like I said, Dior is my favorite house. They're different, they're innovative. Like, you know, Hermes and Chanel, I guess they do have in-house perfumers, but one of the things I really like about Dior is everything is so dramatically different. If you try this, and you try this, you would never even, you know, make an association with the name. You would never guess that they are by the same brand, because they are so different, yet they're so incredibly unique. That's why I love Dior. Flankers, so far from my experience, they make great flankers that are different enough to want to have in your collection. Again, I'm going to show this, and then I'm going to show this, and this, and all three of them are so different, but you can see a relationship between them. These two here are just like polar opposites, but you can tell there is a similar Fahrenheit backbone in them. Very, very nice stuff. So there you go guys, there's my spotlight on the Dior house. I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of Dior? Do you have a favorite from Dior? Do you guys have a least favorite from Dior? I know there's a few people out there that aren't too big on the Dior Homme Sport, but personally I do quite like that as well. So yeah, leave some comments guys, let me know what you think of the Dior house. Cheers, I'll see you again soon.